Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are here to check in with our budget for the second week of August. So in front of me I've got my Erin Condren monthly planner. I exclusively use the monthly planner for budgeting. That is all that I use this book for. I have trackers galore in this book and I absolutely love it. They recently added extra pages, notes pages in between the months, so it's kind of perfect. And then I use exclusively Sara Marie stickers for my budget stickers. I do have everything linked down below that I personally use for budgeting. It's in the description box, so definitely check that out if you're interested. I would personally recommend, if you're interested in picking up anything from Sara, she is going to be doing her new releases this upcoming Sunday, and typically when she does her new releases she also shares a discount code. So if you're interested in picking up anything for budgeting, expense tracking, stickers, whatever it may be, I definitely recommend ordering this upcoming Sunday. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to track is grocery and all of our transactions here. I personally like to track our miscellaneous income, our bills, our grocery transactions, expenses for my business, which I primarily track here for accountability purposes, and then other. So if we have something random budgeted for the month, it would go under that category, and unbudgeted. I am going to start tracking eating out here as well, so I'm going to need to adjust my key for the month of September. But I've just realized, especially with like everything going on with the pandemic, if we are gonna eat out, we use takeout a lot, and then there's the like coin shortage, so a lot of the places are asking instead of cash to use debit, plus the exchanging of the cash tends to carry germs and stuff on it, and I personally, like, it doesn't bug me a whole ton, but I've noticed when I like hand someone cash, they're like, oh no, like, I don't know, they get this look on their face. So anyways, I think I'm just gonna do debit for eating out. Plus, I will say, I watched one of Sarah's videos recently and she made an excellent point where, like, for some people when they're using cash, you feel this like pain of like giving your cash away to someone else, and that deters you from spending it. I'm not wired that way. I don't really feel any pain when I'm paying for something with cash, but where I do feel pain is like if I know our bank account is at a certain balance and I don't want it to be any lower than that or something like that. I'm trying to maintain like a certain balance in that account, or I'm trying to maintain savings, things like that. Like those electronic numbers, like logging into my bank account and seeing those numbers, that pains me more. I don't like to see those numbers go down. I like to see them go up and everything. And I'm starting to realize that it's a lot easier to track electronic transactions. I mean, honestly, like when you're paying for cash with something, if you lose your receipt, there's no way to really know how much the exact change was or anything like that. So I think we'll still use cash for personal spending money. That for me works just fine. I usually like to use currently my personal cash to like go get my nails done or go get something with my daughter, like go and take her on an ice cream date or whatever it may be. So those things I think are fine for using cash, but yeah, so anyways, just wanted to put that out there. Next month you guys will probably see an eating out category up here. Plus, I think I'm probably for the second half of this month gonna do the same thing. I didn't take cash out for eating out. So tomorrow you guys are gonna see our budget for the second half of August, and that's when I'll like stuff our cash envelopes. Really the only envelope we have now is pocket money, but I'll still share that with you guys. So anyways, let's get started now that I've rambled on and on and on. So let's track grocery first. I'm gonna grab my phone, and this actually works out really well now that I can use my phone as like a calculator, because that little pink one I used to use, the girls love that calculator. I don't know what it is, but it disappears all the time. Like they come in, they find it. Even Julia, she loves like pushing the buttons and everything like that. So yeah, so anyways, first we've got Costco for $3.69. That was for eggs. $10 for Walmart. That was a tip for our grocery delivery guy, and that was actually from like a week or so ago, and I didn't realize, like, this is, I feel awful like admitting this. I didn't know you were supposed to tip the delivery driver. I had no clue. I logged back into the app and it's like, oh, do you want to give this guy a tip? And I'm like, yeah, if I'm supposed to. Like, I didn't know I was supposed to do that. It was my first time ever using grocery delivery, and I'm used to grocery pickup where they tell you like they cannot accept tips, at least the places I go to. Like, they will not let you tip them. So I sort of assumed it was the same, which was probably just naive of me. But anyways, I ended up adding a tip to that bill because I just felt awful, like I gave him extra. So, and then we have a transaction for $35.96. That was just some produce we got from Fry's, and then some more stuff from Costco. We got some like cashews and things like that. And then our coffee. So my husband and I talked about it. Coffee is a very important thing for us, which sounds probably weird, but it is. And I think next month we're going to increase our budget a little. Like, we talked about having a sinking fund for coffee versus just increasing our grocery budget by like 50 bucks. And I think that's what we're gonna do. So next month, I think we're gonna increase it a little bit just to account for coffee, because that does take up a decent chunk of grocery. Still cheaper than going and getting coffee at Starbucks all the time. So I don't mind the expense of it, honestly. Like, we love our coffee in this house. So, but let me just double check, because I feel like when I have a lot of transactions and I'm talking at the same time, I am bound to like make a mistake somewhere. So 24.58 and then 42.50. Okay, 116.73. And I need to write this down here. Business. I am taking some time off of work to work on my business. I've talked about this a little bit, and I feel like I'm really shaky because I have a lot I want to get done before my husband goes to work in like 5 hours. So yeah, so my handwriting's probably gonna be sloppy, but that's okay. 116.73, and we had, oh yeah, okay, I got confused. Yeah, 700 is our total budget for the month. So let's see, so 504.09 is what we had remaining last week. We divide it though into two pieces, so 350 and 350, and that's why I was getting confused, because I was looking at this number and I was like, that's a lot more, but it's because I did the whole month. So anyways, so we have 387.36 remaining, which is great because that's a little bit more than what we should have halfway through the month. So that's a little bit extra for the second half of the month, because the second half of the month would normally just be 350. We have 387, so that's great. And we've got 2 weeks left to go, so we have 193.68 remaining per week. And then for my business, I only had one transaction, and that was just to get some clip art. I got some coils for various books and planners that I am creating. I wanted some more color options, so that was $15.39. Little update on my business. I am not feeling so confident that I'm gonna get it done this month. I was just talking to my husband about this. I have a feeling we are gonna be going into September, because there's still a lot I need to get done. And I did take time off work, but it's so funny how like just random things have happened that have taken up some of my time that are more important. And yeah, so like this morning, my daughter had to take some assessments for school just to determine like the level she's at and all that kind of stuff. Did not think that those assessments were gonna take like 2 hours to get through, but they did. So that chewed up a good part of my morning. I was on the phone with a family member for a while this morning, which that was a great conversation, and I'm so glad that we had that conversation. Obviously, family is the most important thing to me, so I always put them first. I wasn't about to be like, no, I need to work on my business instead of, you know, doing those things. So yeah, anyways, I'm just finding I haven't been able to accomplish as much as I would have liked to, and that is why that is why I'm thinking it'll probably go into September. So we had $90.50 remaining last week, and then minus $15.39. So I have $75.11. I am planning to get some stickers from Sara Marie this upcoming Sunday. So that will be my budget for that. And I wanted to note here too that the way that I budget for my business, I look at what my estimated total is coming in, and the first thing I do personally is I figure out what taxes I need to set aside from that amount. So that's where I got the 85 from. I think that's like 30%. Let me double check, or 25%. Nope, I think it's 30% is what I'm setting aside. Yeah, so 30%, so there's $85. So that's going to taxes, and then I look at what I have remaining. If there's any I can pull in to my family's budget, I will. Otherwise, it'll go towards expenses. Now, eventually, I'm hoping to have a much larger gap between money coming in and going, like, getting reinvested back into the business. But because I took some time off of YouTube, like a couple months, I took a month off, or I don't know, I feel like I took a couple months off in the past like year or so, and I got less consistent. And so my YouTube earnings went down significantly, and I'm just being fully transparent with you guys. That's what happened. But I do not do this for money. So I want to make that very, very clear. So because of you guys watching my videos and stuff like that, I'm able to get like awesome stickers and share it with you guys and show my like budgets and my plans and all that good stuff. So eventually I would like to start bringing in more for my family so that we can put it towards savings or towards whatever financial goal we're working towards, or whatever it may be. But I wanted to just kind of point that out. That's how I figure that out. I don't know if it's the right way to do it, but it's just what has been working for me. So anyway, so $75.11 is what we have remaining there. And then, I'm like curious because, okay, I budgeted plus $150. So I think I do, yeah, I have like $50. So that's the money I budgeted for expenses plus taxes. And then as you can see, I'm expecting $283 to come in. So I have like $50 going towards the family budget. Okay, and then unbudgeted, I do not believe we had anything unbudgeted, which is nice. Yeah, so that's always good. $0 there. And that takes care of that. As far as cash is concerned, there is nada in here. I've deposited my personal money because I did decide to get, oh, I take that back. We have $1 in eating out. Eating out, my husband and I went and got like salads from Salad and Go during a date night. And then we did something else for eating out. I don't remember what it was, but that money is gone. And then I did pick up a book, well, 2 books for myself from Amazon with my money. So I just deposited that back in the bank. My personal money, like, I feel like I get torn on this because I could take it out in cash, and I like to do that when I'm like getting nails done or something, which has not been happening often. But I also like tend to get some stuff on Amazon, but I think I'm just gonna continue taking it out in cash, and then as I need to deposit it, I will. My books were like $33 total. I just deposited the whole like $40 instead of bothering to like, you know, get change and all that kind of stuff. I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna deposit all this back in the bank and then we're good to go. So, okay, so anyways, that takes care of cash, this, and then we'll take a look at sinking funds, what's been going on there. There's been quite a few more transactions since the last time we left off. So we did get some size 4 diapers for Julia Bear. She is such a growing girl. She is in size 5 diapers at night and then size 4 diapers during the day. And this has been for a while. She's wearing 18-month clothes. She is 10 months old. It's crazy. So had to get her some more diapers. We hadn't had to do that in quite some time, so that's nice. We had to get some more lotion. It is summertime here in Arizona. Your skin gets really, really dry. So yeah, got some more lotion for the family. My husband had to get some underwear, so some money came out of his account. And then I completely forgot that I'm subscribed to Billy, which they send razors. I'm canceling that subscription because I don't need it. Really, I have so many razors, like I don't need it. So, but I forgot to do that in the midst of like moving and all that kind of stuff. So that came through for $9.79, and then we filled up both cars with gas, and that was a few days ago, so I tracked that as well. So I no longer have a separate gasoline budget that I do monthly. Instead, I've lumped everything into just this cars category, which we're hoping at the start of next year to increase this significantly, because this covers registration, like tags, you know, those sorts of things. It'll cover car repairs, car maintenance, gas, oil changes, things like that. So I just noticed, like with gas, it was so hit or miss. Like we either exceeded our budget or we were really under budget. We were never like right on budget. So making it a sinking fund makes sense to me, because if there's a month where we need some extra gas, we're doing more driving, like when we moved or something like that, we have extra driving to do, then the money's there. If we're not driving as much, then yay, we have some more money for maintenance or to eventually replace our vehicles, which shouldn't be anytime soon, and all that kind of stuff. Knock on poster board wood. But yeah, so that's kind of how that works. I also did make household a sinking fund for the exact same reason. There's just some months where we need a lot of household money, and then there's some months where we need like none at all, like we're fine. So in household, we're doing really, really good. If we hadn't had this whole Billy situation, we'd be looking really, really good. But this way I can see like more specifically what we're spending our money on, which is nice. So yeah, anyways, that is it for this check-in. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video and that you found it helpful. If you have any questions at all, leave those down below for me. I'd be happy to answer them. I try to check comments as often as I can. I have not been as quick about it lately, just because I've had a lot going on, both like with my personal life, my family life, my daughter starting kindergarten, work has been insane, and then I'm trying to get my business launched. So I do read your comments, and I just need to take the time to like sit down and respond and things like that. It just hasn't been happening as quickly as I'd like, but do leave your comments, your questions, because I do get to them eventually. Just be patient with me. So anyways, guys, that is it for this video. I'll chat with y'all later. Bye.